Okay, so you know how we were talking about doing a deep dive into longevity microhacks for busy people?
Yeah, those little things you can do like every day.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a ton of excerpts here
Yeah.
all about that.
Should be interesting.
You know what it is? I actually looked through them and I'm already like, maybe I should try some of these.
Well, like you said, these are for busy people, right?
Yeah, that's us.
Exactly. So, like, even if you just have 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So there were a few things that really caught my eye. Like those 5-minute walks.
Oh, yeah.
They mention those in here a lot. Even just like a quick walk around the block.
It's amazing how much that can help.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I started doing that after meals. Just a quick lap.
Race.
And it totally helped with those afternoon slumps.
Oh, for sure. It gets your blood flowing, helps with digestion,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And there's this whole concept called NEAT.
Meat.
Yeah, it stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Right. But basically, it's burning calories through everyday movements.
So not just like hitting the gym.
Exactly.
So those little walks actually add up.
They really do. It all contributes to the bigger picture.
Interesting.
And speaking of adding up, they also talk about these micro workouts.
Micro workouts. Like, how is that even a workout?
I know, right? But hear me out. It's based on this idea of HIIT, high-intensity interval training.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
So instead of like an hour on the treadmill...
Which, who has time for that?
Exactly. You do these short bursts of intense exercise, and then you rest for a bit.
Okay.
So like imagine 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of push-ups.
Okay, I'm already tired.
But that's only 90 seconds. And if you do that every day...
Every day.
Yeah, studies show it can be just as effective
Wow.
as some longer workouts.
That's kind of wild.
It is.
Okay, but what about like the other stuff?
Right. There's more to longevity than just exercise.
Yeah.
These excerpts also get into food.
Ah, interesting.
Like there's this whole thing about crowding out unhealthy foods.
You hang out.
Yeah, so instead of restricting yourself, you just add more good stuff to your plate.
Like fruits and veggies.
Exactly. And whole grains, too. So naturally, there's less room for the processed junk.
That makes way more sense than like a crazy diet.
Right. It's like a sneaky way to eat better.
Sneaky is good sometimes.
I agree.
Okay, so what else is hidden in these excerpts?
Well, there's a really interesting section on sleep.
Oh, sleep is so important.
I know, right? And this section emphasizes being consistent with your sleep schedule.
Even on weekends.
Especially on weekends. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm.
Oh, yeah. That's that internal clock thing, right?
It controls so much. Hormones, cognitive function.
Okay, but like weekends are for sleeping in.
I know. But even shifting your wake-up time by an hour can mess things up.
Really?
Yeah, they recommend keeping it within an hour.
So like a little bit of a sleep in is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, phew.
All about balance.
Little tweaks for big impact.
Exact.
I like that. Okay, if you had to pick one thing from all these micro hacks for our listener,
That's tough.
what would be the biggest takeaway?
I think it's recognizing that longevity isn't about making these huge changes
Yeah.
or depriving yourself. It's about those small, mindful choices, even when you're super busy.
I like that.
These micro hacks are like tools to weave health into your life.
It's like you said earlier, even 5 minutes can make a difference.
Exactly.
It's like a treasure hunt, finding those little moments to invest in your health.
Great analogy.
You know, these excerpts don't really talk about the mental side of things.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They mostly focus on physical health.
But I feel like stress and all that plays a role too, right?
Absolutely. Stress management is crucial for longevity.
So how does that fit into the micro hack idea?
Well, even taking a few deep breaths throughout the day can help.
Really?
Yeah, those micro moments of mindfulness can make a huge difference.
So it's not just about the physical stuff. It's like a whole package.
It really is. It's all connected.
So it's those tiny decisions we make every day that add up.
To a longer, healthier life.
And I think that's super empowering for our listeners.
I agree. It gives them control.
They can choose to invest in their health one micro hack at a time.
That's the beauty of it.
It's like building a healthy life in bite-sized pieces.
I love that.
And if you want to explore any of these micro hacks in more detail, you can always check out the full excerpts.
Yeah, there's so much good stuff in there.
But for now, I'm curious, which micro hack stood out to you? And how could you maybe try it out in your own life?
Good question.
Think about it. Until next time, keep diving deep.
See you then.